What's up? I'm here in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and it's been a long trip. Let's go back to the beginning. Loading up some gear. 2 weeks till we depart. Figuring it out. Got some duffel bag action. Got some outside gear, gas that's gonna go on the side. In here we got tools. In here, I don't know what we're gonna put in there yet, but we're gonna figure that out as we go. But got the box good and loaded up, a lot of camping stuff, solar panel, water. See how it goes. Just like that, we are off from Pullman, and it's time to go to Alaska, Mon. It's gonna be good. A lot of miles. Only made it about to Moscow, and then I realized I possibly forgot my sunglasses. So picked these up at the gas station, filled up the fuel cans on the side of the car, and now it's time to put some miles down. Gonna try and get to the Canadian border around, I don't know what time it is right now, 5:40. We got about 4 hours, so maybe around 10. Here we go. We are rolling into the Canadian border. Let's see if they let me and my dog through. Rolling through BC now. We made it past the Border Patrol. He was real friendly. Didn't even check the dog's paperwork that I was worried about. And now, let's see, it says I've got another 200 miles. We'll see how many miles I actually logged tonight. If I do that, that's a 2:30 arrival at roughly Banff. But tomorrow I only have to go about 9 hours to Dawson's Creek. Unless it's Dawson Creek, I'm not sure. But it's dark, it's foggy, the roads are wet. Just gonna take it nice and easy and just keep on cruising north. Day 2. I guess day 1, honestly, since I just left work last night and drove for 7 hours. Today we gotta go to Dawson Creek. Just packed up the car. Time to hit the road. Done with day 2. We are now on the Alcan, camping at some sweet spot that Cheyenne set up for me.
super lucky to have that. I don't know how many miles I did today, since my car is still set up in kilometers, but I think I left where I camped last night at 8 a.m. It's 10:30 p.m. and it's still light outside a little bit, but that's going to continue to be the case as we go more north, so I'm going to just try and collapse because I'm tired. I've got 970 or so miles on the Alcan now, and I suspect that's going to be 2 or 3 days. Time to get some shut-eye.
Day 3, possibly? Realistically, it's day 2. We're on the Alcan, and we've got about 1,100 miles till we hit Alaska. So that's going to be a couple days of driving. And I'm thinking tonight maybe we can get to the Yukon. It's about 500 miles, 550 miles to get to Watson Lake. Be a long day if I do that, but I guess we'll see how I'm feeling. Not really paying attention to the map anymore because I just get to go straight, and then I guess I'm really only paying attention to miles at this point and scenery. So yeah, just gonna cruise. It's gonna be a really chill day. Wow, what a day so far. I don't know how far I've gone. Over 600 miles in breathtaking lake views, mountain views. Now it's, let's see, 7 o'clock, and we're starting to get all the wildlife. Seen a couple herds of bison, a couple bears. It just keeps getting better. I've had no cell coverage all day. So I haven't been able to call anybody, or I've been kind of stuck with the music that I have on my Spotify. And it's been raining on and off all day, but it is absolutely awesome. So I've got about another 82 miles to Watson Lake, and then I'm gonna look for anywhere I can camp at that point. I don't have a campsite booked like I did last night, so we're just gonna wing it, and I'm sure it'll be good. Dog is learning how to travel. He's not running around as much. Now he's just sleeping. What do you think, Strider? But if I get too close, will the magic fade? Just entering the Yukon now. Seems like everybody's been here before. Made it to Watson Lake. Here, I'm in the Pine Forest. It's awesome. Pretty crazy. A lot of old signs. 2005, 2012. I don't know how long they've been doing it. but it's surreal to be here. It's also way bigger than I thought it would be. Should have brought a sign. Out here at Watson Creek, burning some citronella, changing out some gear. About to crack the first drink of the trip, 2.5 days in. About to fire up the stove for the first time. Get the bear spray hooked up. Come here, buddy. It's gonna be a good night. And we have cell coverage. Got a 12-hour day ahead of me if I want to make it to Alaska today, which I kind of do, because I guess the areas in the Yukon I'm driving through aren't the best. So time to really put the pedal down and put some miles down. 12 hours, there we go. Sit rep. The highway is still crazy long. The mountains are still beautiful. And I took a fat rock to the face. So that'll be on there for a while until I get it fixed. Probably when the trip is done. Definitely woke me up early this morning. We got about 350 miles to the Alaska border and about an hour until Whitehorse. Let's freaking go. We made it to Alaska, yo. End of the Alcan. We done did it. Well, after 1,300 miles, we're here. Let's keep going. Just like that, we are into Alaska. Border Patrol gave Strider a bone, which is pretty funny. Now I've got another 2 hours. I'm already dead tired. Another 2 hours, and then I'm gonna be in the town of T-O-K. Let's see, they got a sign coming up here. I'm sure there's some more stuff. We got Tok in 88 miles now. So it's an hour and a half. Fairbanks is about 100 and change after that. And then I got an Airbnb to crash out tomorrow, thank God. And I'm gonna take a long rest day. Just got camp set up, let's go. Tok River, Alaska. Made it to Fairbanks. My wife booked this awesome Airbnb. Little Norwegian inspired cabin. Super cute. Gonna get some time to recover and get a shower for the first time in like 5 days. Let's go. Running some errands in Fairbanks this morning, getting a spare tire and getting some food and checking out some local things. And then we're gonna hit the Dolphin whenever that spare tire is ready. Just waiting on that shop to get it mounted. Got a extra spare tire in Fairbanks. Super old, but really cool old Alaska style shop inside, run by a couple old ladies who were super like just so Alaska. I don't know how to describe it, just roughnecks. So yeah, that was about 40 minutes ago. I departed Fairbanks. Now I'm on the Elliott Highway, headed to the Dalton Highway. So I guess we'll keep on cruising and get there shortly and take a picture next to the sign. Well, we're here. It came on suddenly. Dalton Highway. Speed limit 50. 414 miles. Tonight's goal is to reach Coldfoot. Time to go get it. Pretty unreal to be on the Dalton Highway right now. We're letting the windows down and just having a good time. Woo-hoo-hoo! Cruising right along. The road is actually pretty solid in some spots. Some of it's paved. I'm about to drop into a paved section right now. Oh, I think I'm going over the Yukon Bridge. Oh, it's a wooden bridge. This is amazing. Yeah, it's a wooden bridge and the road is acting like it. Really beautiful. Huge river. Some more pipeline. We also have only 60 miles to the Arctic Circle from here, and then it's just another 60 to the Coldfoot camp. So we've got about 120 more miles, and then I'm gonna call it a day, because that's still probably gonna take me 4.5 hours, because I'm taking it pretty slow. And dirt road again. Just past the Arctic Circle, 60 miles of Coldfoot, and I never thought I'd say this, but I wish the roads were graveled because the potholes are so bad. I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on my brakes, just having to brake and turn and stay out of these things. But there's one right now. I mean, I'm all over the road. Other lane, the sides, you can tell where everyone's been dodging them because there's like big tire marks on the road. But yeah, give me the gravel instead. This is pretty brutal. The dog doesn't even care. He doesn't have to do any work. Up here, about 5 miles north of Coldfoot, another campground tomorrow.
Prudhoe Bay. It's like 80 degrees, which is weird. And it's not gonna get dark at all tonight, so just gonna try and get some sleep and then get up there tomorrow and start heading south after that. Should be good. See you then. Final stretch to Prudhoe. Dog must be losing his mind like me. Let's go get it. 200 miles. Well, there are some trees, and trees have kind of stopped. I think we're getting close to the Brooks Range, which is insane. It's like a dream range that's never even felt real to me. But I think we're really starting to get into the Arctic now because the trees are kind of shutting down. I think I've got about 30 miles to Antigon Pass, unless I'm starting to do Antigon Pass right now. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. This might be the start of Antigon Pass, but we'll see. The highest pass in Alaska. It just keeps getting more and more beautiful. Unreal. Prudhoe frickin' Bay, dude. Let's go. Top of the world, end of the road. It looks like I'm on a moon base or something. Epic. Alright, so we're here in Prudhoe. $88 for 12 gallons. That's $7.20 a gallon. Only gas station in town. Pretty wild setup. I'm not sure what there is to do here. Probably nothing. Car is looking really, really dirty. It might just be time to head south. I don't know. We'll go check out a spot maybe. If not, hit the road again. Go find a camping spot. It's pretty cold. It's very industrial, but we are at the end of the road. Prudhoe Bay, Alaska is nothing as expected, but it is the end of the road, and it's really wild. It feels like what I imagine like humanity's first like colony in outer space will feel like. Just super industrial, like super remote. Even filling up gas was like a wild experience, but a lady helped me out. Just stopped at the Aurora Cafe here. Met a couple Brazilians on motorcycles. Took them 100 days to get up here. Nuts. Now it's time to point her southward and find a camp so this guy can play. All right. So Prudhoe Bay is what it is.
fantastic to have made it. But now I'm headed south. Stopped at the Aurora Cafe, got a sandwich. So now I've got, I don't know, 120 miles back south. And I'm gonna try and make some campsite. I can't remember the name of it, but it's only 4:30. We were in Prudhoe for about an hour. But that's one half of the Dalton Highway complete. Now we get to do the rest. The second half, the southbound half. Woo! This is probably the worst. This is probably the worst section of the Dalton Highway that I've seen. Just because there's so many large stones. It doesn't look like it on camera, but there's like so many stones, and now it's thinning out a bit, but I see some more coming up. But it's just so bumpy, even though it looks smooth, and I'm scared of my tires popping. A lot of this sort of like bigger rocks. And then sometimes the gravel will just wash out and it's just pure rock. Not ideal. Weird night last night. Super good camp spot, but Strider like jumped out of the car in the middle of the night, and he I think because maybe there was bugs annoying him, and then I woke up and he's just outside this morning chilling. But we got about 260 miles to go to wrap up the Dalton Highway, and it's epic views this morning. Back in Coldfoot. Gas is $7.50, which is more than Prudhoe Bay, which is weird, I think. Well, we made it back to the start of the Dalton Highway. Got another 80 miles to Fairbanks. I'm exhausted, and I'm ready for some beer, so let's go get some beer. In Fairbanks, getting an oil change. Alright, so been a busy morning in Fairbanks. Woke up, got an oil change, which should be good because it was like 500 overdue. 500 miles. Just stopped at REI real fast. Really nice REI in Fairbanks. Now I'm gonna go to Chena Springs Campground. Chena Hot Springs Campground, I think is what it's called. And then get camp set up, hopefully. It's a busy weekend. It's 4th of July weekend, so last night all the campsites were full and I just crashed at some hotel. So yeah, hopefully we can go do that. Maybe hit the hot springs. We'll see. Let's go hit the road. Made it to a Rose Hip campground in the Chena River, Chena recreational area. And I think we're just gonna camp out here for a couple of days and just take it super easy, because on Friday, which is 6 days from now, gonna pick up the wife from the airport in Fairbanks, and we'll see what other adventures I can get into this weekend, or I guess this week. We're out here on the Chena River, baby. It's super smoky. I feel like trash, but after that I feel a lot better. So we're calling a bit of an audible. Originally my wife was gonna fly up to Fairbanks this Friday. It's Monday right now. And then we're gonna spend the next week driving down together. But I figure a better use of my time will be to drive back down the Alcan and then pick her up in Seattle, since our flight was stopping there anyways. And then we're gonna spend like a week hanging out in some coastal towns instead of spending it all in the car together. That way I'm not just kind of waiting around in Fairbanks. I actually can use my time productively and get back down. Last night I spent the night in Tok. Got about 90 miles to the Canadian border again. Strider. Sleepy. Got about 90 miles to the border. Trying to do a huge push today and make it back to Watson Lake, which I think is what I did coming north. Went Watson Lake to Tok, but it says it's 11 hours and 51 minutes, 650 miles. Time to hit the road, I guess, and just tear up the road. So I guess it's gonna be a long day, but it's super smoky. I'm hoping that'll stop once we get into Canada a little bit. Pulled a crazy long day last night. I think I got into camp at like 11:30, almost 700 miles. It's like 14 hours. Made it to Watson Lake today. Gonna try and get back down to Dawson Creek. Almost the same amount of driving. 600 or so. And then I'll be back in Seattle in like a day and a half after today's all done, which is how I'm mentally breaking it up. So, getting there. Woke up really rainy, back super messed up because driving that long and then sleeping in a hard tent hurt. So, we're just gonna grind again today, and it's a suffer fest. It's a totally type 2 fun at this point, but that's part of adventuring, I guess. So let's crank away on these miles. Back in Dawson's Creek. Did another 600 plus today. So tired. But tomorrow we have about a 9-hour day, and then one more 5-hour day. And then we'll be in Tacoma. The game plan has switched up. Facial hair coming in nicely. Told my wife I wasn't gonna shave till I see her. So
Dogs eating. Another good campground. No service. Let's go. I smell straight up homeless right now. It's pretty brutal. But listen to this ambiance.
On the road again this morning, and we got about 8 hours and 58 minutes, call it 9 hours. We're in Dawson Creek right now. We're going to Juniper Ridge Provincial Park or something like that tonight. It's the windiest morning of all time in Dawson Creek. It's hard keeping the car on the road. I just stopped for gas and like had to hold on to my hat. It's got to be like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's gnarly. But we're getting closer to home, so I'm actually feeling pretty good this morning, even though like the whole car was getting shook last night from wind. So time to put some miles down. Let's go.
Made it to a pretty tight proximity campground. On a river though, in I guess central southern BC. Look at the sky. I didn't even know BC had, I wouldn't have pictured BC to look like Idaho or eastern Washington. It's pretty wild. Pretty cool though. I gotta get camp set up, feed the dog, feed myself, and then we got 5 hours to Tacoma tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sick of driving.
Here at the Washington-Canada border this morning. Been driving for about 4 hours already. Thought it was only going to be a 5-hour drive to get back down, but there's so much traffic in Western Washington that I still have another 4 hours. And this border patrol is so slow. Just rolled south of Seattle now. Border crossing was super easy. Been on I-5 for a while. But the traffic in Seattle was so bad. It was like 45 minutes to go 10 miles or less. I don't know. We basically were crawling at like 5 miles an hour for 40 minutes. So it was horrible. But I think there's going to be a little bit more just north of Tacoma. But we are looking like I will be in Tacoma in 1 hour. So I'm excited to not drive for a couple days and then go pick up the wife from SeaTac tomorrow night. Let's go! Made it to the parents' house in Tacoma, which is under construction, but gonna crash out, and the dog is happy to be out of the car. Had a busy day, eating food. doing a little construction. Time to go to the airport. Pick up the wife. Let's go. Cheyenne has entered the chat. Let's go. Gonna roll back to Tacoma now.
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to Anderson Island, waiting on the ferry.
Big old hole.
Yeah, right?
Oh, are you a Sega stranger?
Stranger doesn't even know.
Doesn't even know.
So now that I'm at a place that has some good tools and time, I got an oil change in Fairbanks and they did not drop my skid plate. And so oil pooled all over the skid plate and it ran all the way down the back of the vehicle. So I'm just in here wiping things down. All the plates were completely covered. You can kind of see here. And it was dripping down the exhaust. The gas tank has it. There was nothing I could really do on the road. I could have pulled the skid plate, but I was just thinking about getting down south. I checked the oil as I was going to make sure it was good. I think because this oil filter is accessible through a hole, they just dropped it and the oil just was sitting on this pan. I checked the oil as I went along to make sure there wasn't a leak or anything. But yeah, I think it just sat because you can drop the oil right through that if you're lazy. But it was really bad. I pulled about 9 million bugs out of this thing too. But I'll get it cleaned up. We're still enjoying the island. Okay, we got it all cleaned up for the most part. Pretty nasty, brutal job. About 12,000 bugs came out of this plastic piece. It's like fairing. We need to get some more hardware because that one snapped off. That bolt's missing from the dealership doing it at some point. Pretty gross under here. It needs a deep, deep clean. It looks like it went to Alaska underneath here. And pretty much all over the entire car, which I've only sprayed down, but need to give actual wash. I did vacuum out the inside, so it's coming back around, but I think we're done for the day because
This is too nice looking.
It's been a hard 5 years, you know? Whee! Whee!
Finally leaving Anderson Island after like what, 4 days?
Yeah, I think so. 3 nights.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to the Hood Canal now. Let's go! And just like that, we're in the Ducka Bush, getting the tent set up right along the Ducka Bush River. Now I get to party for a couple days, and it's gonna be amazing. Let's go. Happy birthday, dear Shy. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha.
Make a wish.
Yeah, there we go.
Final night in the tent. Been a good weekend. Gonna go rip it back to Pullman tomorrow. See you then.
All right, well, we are headed to Pullman. We have about 6.5 hours. We said goodbye to all of our friends from such a lovely birthday weekend. And I think we're pretty excited to be sleeping in our own bed.
Let's go. Just in North Bend right now. For the first time, I will be riding passenger in like 6,000 plus miles, so it's gonna be nice. And then I think Cheyenne's gonna whip us the last, I don't know how many miles, 20 miles home. Should be pretty nice to be the passenger princess. Excited to get home. Just like that, 6,500 miles, we are back home.
Thank goodness.
Out here detailing the truck after 6,500 miles, and I didn't quite know how to wrap up the video because I took a lot of footage, but I think I'm gonna leave you with some thoughts I had just after leaving Prudhoe that I didn't include earlier. Here we go.
When I was younger, I used to watch movies like Indiana Jones or, you know, Star Wars or any great adventure and exploration sort of movie. And as I got older, I used to think that, you know, the world's gotten smaller and you know, there's just not as much new stuff to find. You know, everything's already been explored. But I think, if anything, this trip has taught me that that's not true at all. Like, you can still be an explorer today, and, you know, the world's not small, it's big, and you can get out there and see it for yourself, because I think in our day-to-day lives, you get hung up in your routines and what you know, but this world is freaking huge, and you got to get out there and see it.